Alright, so everyone, this is Kris.
Divide.
This is my really good friend for the past, how many years?
Three.
Going on like maybe 3.5, 4,
Yeah,
close to it. Well, I've known him for a while, and this whole time that I've known him, I remember Kris basically spitting bars in my best friend's house in the living room, and I was like, who is this dude? Like, where did he come from? And then he had these baby dreads at the time, and he would always shake them. And I was like, alright, this dude got mad personality. So, Kris, tell us about yourself.
Well, you know, I'm an original Chicagoan. Shout out to the Chi-Town, you feel me, Windy City. But I moved around like 4th, 5th grade. Welcome my dog, Poppy, you know, my child. I have a son.
He's one under the bed.
Yeah.
He's irrelevant right now. But
irrelevant.
he'll come out later.
Yeah, but moved down to Southern Illinois, about like 30 minutes outside of St. Louis, around like 4th, 5th grade, and you know, was back and forth between Chicago and there, and like around like senior year, me and my best friend Tommy, shout out Tommy with a plus, I know you gonna check this out, but you know, like, bro, we kicked it every single day, listening to music, we be in the car freestyling after school and shit, like straight vibes. Ended up going to school out in Kansas. I was going to run track and completely hated it there. It was trash. Like, trash. Couldn't stand the people. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna even say all that. I just had situations out there that didn't really rock. So I went back home after trying to go for my second year, but I only made it another semester into my sophomore year of college. And was at home for the spring semester. And luckily, I had the opportunity to get a track scholarship out here in New Mexico. Shout out the Dub. Shout out Coach Becker for even considering me, you feel me?
Yeah.
Another mother. But that summer was crazy. Like, it was my first time really working, like trying to work towards my goal, because my mom's always been there. My mom's my rock, my number one supporter, so she's helped me a lot of the ways. But now, this entire journey to get to New Mexico has been all on me. So that summer, we start. Tommy has always been involved with music, and he just started working so much harder. And I was like, man, bro, like, that shit's lit. Like, I'm trying to hop on that.
Yeah.
So it was one day we was in the living room. He had this bomb ass beat, and he was working on something. I was like, write me a verse.
Yeah.
I was like, spit that hoe. And he was like, nah, you gotta. He's like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, be my ghostwriter. Like, I just want one time thing. He was like, no, you gonna sit down in this living room with me and we gonna work on this song. Got down to it, worked on it, and like literally took it to the studio like later on that week. And like it was so much fun. Like, I still remember like how anxious I was to be in that confined space, like in front of the mic. I'm like, yo, hearing yourself like for the first time, like, man, what's this gonna turn out to be? But I just started having so much fun with it, so we just continued going back and forth to the studio, making music. We made about 5 songs that summer, and then came out here.
Yeah.
Here I am.
So there's one thing about Kris. Everybody knows him. He's, you know, the goofy guy with the dreads. Not really goofy. I ain't gonna do that like that. He's just, you know, he's everywhere. You're a swiggle.
I'm a swiggle.
Anyway, that's another lesson about class and stuff. But he's very well liked, and let's just say, do you think you have so many connections here that whenever you know, make it big, it's just like these people like help me get my music out? There's like people that he knows from all different places, and like we all share his music, we all love his music.
Definitely.
So, do you think you have a lot of supporters here?
Definitely. Like, really, out here was where I started my music career. Like, my entire like musical collection has been created here so far. like as far as me as an individual artist, not like collabs and everything, but it all started here, and like everyone's been there like to support me. Really, like it was weird because I know everybody looked at me when I first was like talking about I did music, like,
nah, just
here go one of these, here go one of these guys. I'm like, I bet, but it just became like a sixth sense, and I just had to do it wherever I was at. Like I'll be in the party and get over there, ducked off in the corner, and start freestyling with the guys. Shout out Goody, you feel me? But yeah, like I love everybody out here, especially CP. Shout out CP, because she's been a huge like influencer of like my craft, like pushing me, and like because originally my name side story, my name was Black Flash. Coming into the music game, you feel me? I had that name since high school. Shout out Jay Baker, she hooked me up with the name, and but. She said, I remember I was in her office, like she told me send her some of my music. I sent it to her, and she was like, this is good. Like she was shocked. She was like, this is really good. She was like, but your name? She was like, what is it? So I told her a little background story, like that was my track name, yada yada yada. And then she was like, okay, that's cool, cute, but you won't get discovered like that. She was like, you gotta do something about that. I was like, what you mean? She was like, I hear your music, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's really good. But then I see your name, and I think superhero in tights. And I'm like, facts. And so we started like brainstorming, like, her name, we call her CP, you feel me? C Pizzle. But she was like, what's your middle name? I was like, Cameron. And she was like, Casey. I was like, yo.
Casey.
I was like, I can expand upon that. So she really helped me like start building myself as an artist. So now known as Kris Cameron, you feel me? AKA KC Vibes, AKA The Vibe, you know, so AKA Poppy K.
Okay. Alright, next. Okay. So what is the hardest thing about doing what you do?
The hardest thing, I think there's moments where you question what you do, like, is it it? Well, that was the case in the beginning for me a lot. I would question it, like, I didn't know, like, I would grow to love it so much and really want to pursue it, but things would feel off, you know, like not having a lot of, like having supporters, but not seeing it on the scale that you want to see it on. Like it's the biggest thing with this is patience.
Right.
So it's like I realize it takes a lot to get to the top. Like it's people blow up every day on like catchy stuff. Yeah, that's cool. But like when you want to have like a legacy and really last, like it takes time, and that's the type of artist I'm trying to be. Right. So
you're honestly just going with the flow.
Yeah.
And Kris is really good at networking, like super good at networking. It's ridiculous. He'll just go up to somebody, say something random, like, I really like your pants.
Speaking of networking, shout out DJ Lifestyle, because DJ Lifestyle has really, really like gave me a taste of the lifestyle I'm trying to live. Honestly, I've got to meet some really dope artists, Afro Man, Key Glock, a whole bunch of different people, and like just being out there in the LBK, shout out the Lubbock scene, you know.
Shout out Lubbock, shout out to the 806.
You know, the hub.
So there was this one time where Lubbock was throwing, what was it, a back to school bash or something like that, and they had like local artists.
End of the summer bash.
Yeah, KJ. He threw it, right?
Yeah.
He was the one responsible.
K-Slime.
He was the one responsible for it, and I was like, you need to hear about Kris. Like, Kris is really talented, probably going to be one of the best performers y'all would have that night. So I was just like, you know what, KJ, this is Kris, this is KJ. I let them talk. I had nothing to do with that. I basically just like introduced them to each other over Twitter. And from there, that's whenever he met DJ Lifestyle, because he was like, you know, being, I guess, the host that night, DJing here and there. But like,
He was a life for the party.
Kris wasn't even able to perform, but after the party, basically, I guess got raided and stuff. They ended up talking somehow, some way. So, so you know,
like lifestyle. He really took a liking to one of my songs. One of my favorite songs that I wrote was Quagmire. Shout out a tough time in my life for writing that. You turn a sticky situation into something lit. So, you know, but he really like treated me as a brother like instantly. Like it was just all good vibes, positivity, and I just treated him with respect. I wasn't like, I'm new on the scene, so I'm not gonna act like something I'm not. You feel me? Right. So, like, but after that BS happened, bro was like, hey, we'll go ahead, you know what, I'm gonna hook you up with some other things. So a few weeks later, linked back up with him. Bro took me 6 different clubs in one night. I ain't never even been to a club at the time. Like it was lit. Time of my life. Shout out lifestyle.
Yeah. I went to middle school with him, but I don't really talk about him like I know him personally, because I'm not gonna front, I don't. But the fact that I got 2 acquaintance and a really good friend together, it's kind of just like, wow, like such a small world. Like I wouldn't have thought, me being from Lubbock and then coming to New Mexico, meeting someone from Chicago, and then linking them up with somebody in Lubbock that's doing really good and successful. I'm like, I got 2 successful people, or one on the road to becoming successful, and they're gonna do great things. So I think this video is just like about people on the come up. Are on the come up. Wow.
People's on the come up.
People's on the come up. That should be a song. Anyways. So he created something called Words or Less. So tell us about that, Kris.
Well, I'm actually a co-ambassador for Words or Less. Tommy actually, when was it? Around, I want to say that semester that I took off, Tommy, he had just got, he wasn't doing school at the time. He had tore his leg, healing from a labrum tear, and you know, he was in a different space, but he has always been like writing music since back in the car days and the old white Impala, and like he would force me to freestyle sometimes. Like music wasn't always around for me like that. I just listened, and I would always love to listen to his music and stuff. And I told him, I was like, bro, you need to do something with this. So he eventually came up with Words or Less, and Words or Less is basically, it's a family, of course, but it's a platform for artists of all genres, all types. We love designers, we love people that paint, people that do poetry, or just simply just write like music videos, photography. Like we bring all those people on board the team. Currently we have about 10 members.
Damn.
I think it's 10. There might be a few more.
Yeah.
But from last time I checked, we have 10, and like everybody's literally family.
Yeah.
We're trying to get a show together and get like the whole team. Like, so I gotta make a trip soon, but we're trying to get the team together and do a show out in Joplin, Missouri in March, sometime in March. So be out on the lookout for that if anybody in the Joplin area, Jomo, Missouri.
Yeah. So you know how CP had told us like 2 days ago that the rain and the snow signifies new beginnings, right? Yeah. Okay, so to you, is this year like a new beginning for you? Like, since you said that you were going to make bigger moves this year, do you think it's a new beginning? It's
definitely a new beginning. Last year was actually the first year that I actually started posting music for myself. I always posted music under our Words or Less page, but I wanted to start promoting myself as a better artist, like just standing out a little bit more. You know, and cause like not to be big-headed, but like I see it, like I see how I can make it, but you got to take that jump by yourself sometimes. Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do, help me mature a little bit better. But right now, like me just promoting my music on SoundCloud, I've been able to see the type of audience I can captivate, like capture and bring in. And so now, like, the new year has already showed me like a whole nother life. I took a trip to Houston, and I plan on moving there, pursuing my music career further, growing with it. But like basically, like I want to do more with my music. I want to get some music videos out there. I have a goal of at least 5 music videos in this year, and have at least 2 to 3 projects out on all platforms. Right now I have 2 on the cloud. Everybody should go check that out. You feel me? It's a vibe and dedication to who?
To who?
To who?
Cool. So what about this multiverse? The symbol is dope, by the way. Yeah,
we're working on that. I'll have some artwork for y'all later on this year. Well, this spring actually. I'm really working on that.
He networked that too.
Yeah. But the multiverse is like that's my studio that I envision. Like, this is my studio. Granted, it's my room, you feel me? But like, this is my studio. You gotta start somewhere. But I was freestyling with some of my boys last year, and I don't know where it came from. Like, I was just looking around in my room, and I just got lost. But I felt like I was in my own world, and like somehow I came along just saying the multiverse, and it just echoed through my head. And then boys was like, "Yo, that's fire, and like I just kept talking about it more and more and more. We have a podcast on the way soon. Gotta get that together. Sounds from the Multiverse. So hopefully we can get that up sometime this spring. If not this spring, definitely be up during the summertime. Get that going. But the Multiverse is basically it's a place for you. It's a space for you to create your own world. Like me, how I view my music, I consider myself to be quite versatile. Like, I don't like sticking to one thing.
Right.
I like jumping all over the place. People get on me all the time. They're like, "No, stick to this a little bit." But like, I like popcorning because it allows me to expand my mind a little bit more. And when I do finally want to like stick to one thing, like I have a lot of different bags, like tricks I could throw in there. Like, oh yeah, I remember I did this, that. So yeah, but the multiverse, like, free expression, like, be you, like, whatever, be crazy.
Yeah, like I'm Mars.
Bars.
Drive foreign car.
Oh, screw.
Okay. All right, next. All right, so I want you to perform a song.
A song.
Either one that's important to you, one that gets you lit, anything.
Let me see. Let me see if I got any in the vault. The vault.
That says download.
Yeah. Thanks. Let me see.
Man, so like on the video that I posted prior to this, I think it's like throwbacks to 2019 or something. Whack video quality, by the way. Trying to fix it. But yeah, in that video I had Kris performing at one of my parties that I had at the crib, and he got everybody lit, and lit to the point to where the cops were called. So thank you, Kris.
Hey.
But hey, it was a performance at my crib.
You want me to pull up and turn up the crib? I will pull up and turn up the crib.
Yes, he'll even have a whole playlist. So
you know what? I'm gonna play that song because it just had the house bumping.
It did.
Feel me?
It did.
Shout out Mars for having me on the show. You feel me? Yeah. Mars Productions.
That's right.
Everybody in my circle are making big moves this year. I'm proud of everyone. Everyone on the come up.
2020.
So, go ahead. Get lit a little bit. Turn up with the lights out. My mama so iced out. She might raise the price now, but I still hand out that pipe down. Missing Miyagi, I wipe down. The faucet's still running, I might drown. Diamonds too wet, think I might drown. So my diamonds too wet, think I might drown. Hey, drip, 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 I'm drowning. Drip, 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 I'm drowning. Drip, 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 I'm drowning. Drip, 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 I'm drowning. Gotta hold my breath. Aquafina wet, 2 drip, diamonds cost a grip. Might roll me a zip, double cup, I better take another sip. Too faded, Drizzy for the best, I really feel jaded. If you think I'm acting different, you hating. Cause you realize that a nigga upgraded. Wait, hey, is that too much? I'm sorry, please don't start the party, still live it up. Shout out DJ Lifestyle when we in the club. And tell all of my niggas out in the hub. Once I'm finally on, I'ma show some love. Words of less gonna be on, got it out the mud. You see when I diamonds, I'm more than studs. Gather around, let's take a toast. Celebrate with shots of Jose with my CEO. We pouring it up, we pouring it up. We do the most. But that's cause I see that we blessed, I can't flex, let the boast. Turn up with the lights out. Little mama so iced out. She might raise the price now, but I still hand out that pipe down. Mr. Miyagi, I wipe down. The faucet's still running, I might drown. Diamonds too wet, think I might drown. Swear my diamonds too wet, think I might drown. Turn up with the lights out. Little mama so iced out. She might raise the price now, but I still hand out that pipe down. Mr. Miyagi, I wipe down. The faucet's still running, I might drown. Diamonds too wet, think I might drown. Swear my diamonds too wet, think I might drown. Drip, 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 I'm drowning. Drip, 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 I'm drowning. Drip, 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 I'm drowning. Drip, 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 I'm drowning.
Wow. Casey, thank you for tuning in with us today. At least you got to meet one of my great friends. After this episode, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna interview many more. But this is probably the most talented. Wait, I'm not gonna I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
I appreciate you, shout out.
But definitely,
I know it's some fine
he's going to be successful later. So thank you for tuning in to Mars Production. I think I just found out my Twitter, or not my Twitter, my YouTube channel name.
Yeah,
So,
Mars
wow,
Production,
Mars
man.
Production.
Hey man, shout out Words of Lesson Team, shout out Tombo, shout out my brother Lavis, man, shout out Icon Nick, you know what I mean? Shout out the whole Words of Less gang, you know what I'm saying? OPR, 1%, shout out my brother Hunt, you already know, shout out moms.
You'll meet all these people one day, I promise. Maybe in a documentary, but
Yeah.
so far, thank you for tuning in. Bye.